My name is Mark Humphrey. I'm the artist, designer, inventor for the British Canoeing, Paralympic and Olympic canoe sprint teams.
I first met Mark just after Rio, the Paralympics. He was looking to do an art project for the centenary of the First World War, and his idea was to try and make it a little bit more contemporary and to do a study on a veteran who had a sort of a bit of a backstory that could try and just bring it to a new audience. So we started collaborating on a piece of work that really explored my journey, I suppose, from being injured through the challenges and the difficulties that brings, through to sort of redemption, I suppose, and becoming a champion or achieving an aim, which for me was that journey into Rio.
So having had the experience with Nick and his artwork project, I felt it was a great success. And I definitely felt a sense of pride and confidence and self-belief within Nick himself, having come through that journey of his relationship with art and design, and how this is from my perspective, how it benefited him. So I felt compelled to create that energy and momentum that we have in Nick's work and apply it to the Paralympic canoe team.
We've had a few sessions so far. They've really bought into it, created their own ideas as to what it looks like, and been instrumental in shaping what the end project looks like. Every single one of them has added ideas, etc. to it, and they can really see the value of it, and are really bought into how we're going to bring it to life.
I think for us as a team, the art project's really important. It's giving us something different to focus on, so we're not just focusing on paddling or working hard in the gym, something that we can do together as a group and produce something that's going to mean something to everybody, and not just those that are currently on the programme, but people that have gone before us, and hopefully people that will follow in our footsteps.
Over time and just by evolution, we came up with a really dynamic, exciting, inspiring project. You know, we've got an amazing idea about a piece of art that represents the values that we have as a squad, crystallises it into one place that can be taken away with us and used as a real focus point to try and deliver what we want to achieve, which is that Project 9 is taking 9 athletes to the Tokyo Games.
So after coming together and discussing another workshop which we had at British Canoeing HQ, when I showed you the Agitos and the Paralympic side to the artworks, and this is made up of over 200 medal disc shapes, each in the Agitos crescent shapes, again still on that vortex torpedo shape, powerful shape, and the idea is each athlete who becomes a member of the Paralympic team will be given one of these disc medal shapes, almost as a gift or a memento or a symbol of them being part of the team. And the idea is that they will write or design, decorate their story, their message, that will then be etched or engraved on the medal. And as the medal connects and creates the Agitos crescent, then the Paralympic artwork grows and becomes that powerful unit, that strong bond of a structure that everyone is part of.
I mean, Mark's an incredibly talented artist, and you know, he even got in a canoe and had a race against some of the boys. So having him around the squad just brings a different dynamic. And I think at the end of the day, you know, we do what we do because we're passionate about sport, and Mark does what he does because he's passionate about art. And I think when you put groups of people together that share a passion, you know, incredible things can happen. So I'm really excited to be able to work with him and do something that I don't think anyone else is doing in Paralympic sport or Olympic sport. So we're going to really try and be trailblazers, both on the water but also in doing this piece of art.
By getting Mark involved and helping us to create this fantastic piece of art, it's going to have a real, I think, a pretty profound effect. Firstly, I don't know of any other sport that's done it, so it's unique in that way, and it creates a couple of things. There's an element of togetherness, which is a huge impact for performance. We're an individual sport, but we work in squads, and getting people together, sharing their ideas, will bring them closer together, which will definitely help us for when we go into Tokyo, when the pressure's on, that we've got this memory that we can draw back on. So I think that's a really key element to it. And secondly, it's a reminder as to why we're doing it, what it's about, so that on those dark, horrible days where the guys train and it's miserable as sin out there, they can have this piece of work at the back of their mind that would then just drive them on to work harder and give it even better chance of them success at Tokyo.
So we've been currently looking at brainstorming ideas and trying different kind of visions that people have got for what the project could stand for and what it could mean, and I think we've kind of narrowed that down to really strong values that are really important to each and every one of us that's on the programme, both athletes and staff, and now we're looking at formulating those ideas into producing 2 pieces of artwork, one kind of Paralympic based and one Olympic based, so we can gift it to the Olympic programme, but really 2 pieces that sum up everything that we're about within British canoeing, and hopefully something to inspire both us and future generations.
The rings themselves and the shape of the torpedo look immense, and they're really excited about actually then the next stage of actually building it, which will be brilliant.
So we also discussed it'd be a really good idea that the Paralympic team donate to the Olympic canoe team. The more bullet-like structure, which is also made up of 200 Olympic rings in the vortex structure, and they both sit together side by side. Although they're separate teams, they're still coming together as a unit under British Canoeing. The project, the artwork project, is a showcase of showing the whole of British Canoeing, the aspirational success of becoming part of either the Olympic or the Paralympic teams.
I think it's the element of uniqueness to it, the fact that they'll be involved in something which has never been done in the world. They'll be involved in us as the British Para Canoe team, who for the last 8 years have been the #1 nation. We continue to push boundaries, we continue to strive to be the best that we can possibly be, to push the limits on it, which I think is a really exciting thing for somebody to be involved in, being part of that journey, with the hope that Tokyo, we keep that going and be as successful, if not more successful than we were in Rio. Would be exciting for any organisation to be involved in, let alone just the characters of the team and that we've got, and their history, their stories of the resilience that they've demonstrated, and pushing from where they were to this group of highly elite athletes who are delivering things which actually are pretty special.
I think where we are with the project, we're in a really good place now to go forward in building the artworks and completing the project. And I just want to take this opportunity in thanking the team and thanking the Paralympic canoe team and everybody involved, from the staff and the athletes, making me feel very welcome and part of the whole team, part of the whole family, and it's been an honour, and I'm very proud to be associated with everybody, and I'm very enthused and keen now to make the final works.